So I have the beginnings of another brunch. I'm at Tucson Montane Campground south of the Grand Canyon today. Again, I've got my knives that I'm going to use for food prep, my Victorinox Spartan model, and I've got the buck 722, but I don't think I'm going to use that to cut the steak. I will be going with the SAK Spartan on this operation. In fact, this entire video will pretty much have this highlighted as the knife I use. I cracked my eggs, made scrambled. I got it bug covered, yogurt in my eggs. I'll show you how this works out in a few minutes. All right, it's time to start eating. Start a little bit of cutting. I'm going to use the Victorinox Spartan main blade to slice some pieces of this steak here to get an idea of what's going on with that knife and steak cutting. I have all good thoughts about it. I do believe it's going to turn out marvelously. Got the knife. Oh yeah. That just really just slices through. It's the blade shape also. I mean, my buck knives are all real sharp and they cut through steak, but the flat grind and the narrowness of the Victorinox main blade it just really works out well to slice through that steak like it's nothing. And it's rarish the way I like it. Cutting up some pieces. We're cutting some nice sample bits. Nice part here. That's real good. So that's starting out really well for breakfast this morning. I'll keep you appraised of what I'm doing with my Victorinox knife for my camp lifestyle. Take care out there. I'll get back with you in a minute. Well, we're coming up on the afternoon meal today. I'm going to do a little demonstration of the Victorinox Evo 101. No, it's not the Evo 101. This is the Spartan, my Spartan camp knife, which I'm going to open this can of tuna and I'll make myself some tuna mix for my tortillas, my flatbread, unleavened bread. See how it goes. Open up the can first. Bringing this to light. See if it comes in well enough. My can opening skills is something I need to work on, of course. Oh, baby. Okay, it has rhythm to it. Get some of that water out of the way. Okay, going trail edge. Leading edge was a little gappy. I remember this. Cans were different. Some of that cans, of course I was smaller back then, 12, 13 years old, trying to open up cans of beans and stuff when I was using my Boy Scout knife. But that technique of trailing the cutting edge seems to work out best. That'll make seems like the lids on these had a more profound lip on them back in the day. Really gotta tension that back in there to lift that up and out. I'm making this into a saga. All right, so I like that water. I drain that water out. Too much water in the tuna can. Lift that up out of there. Scoop that tuna on out. This is chunk light tuna in water. Had a deal going on at the market there in Prescott. Get 4 for $5. That was pretty cool. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of tuna, but I kind of am. Okay, so we got that far down the road. Get our fingers all washed off best we can. And a paper towel. Napkin I got from Wendy's a while back. Okay, so that's phase 1. Be back with phase 2 in a minute. Got the can out of the tuna. Everything is good. All right, so I'm 1 bite into my afternoon meal, my tuna and tortilla meal. Thanks to my Victorinox Spartan model. I'll be having my meal and ready for the evening here at some point. Thanks all for watching. God bless all you knife nuts. I'll see you later. One last post for the evening wind down. I've got my red blend, my Spartan model SAK, and some chocolate, milk chocolate with whole almonds. Dessert special. I've done a few of these wine opening videos with my SAKs. They're pretty easy. They're not wax. I don't know what this material is. It's aluminized, or I don't know what it is. Some kind of plastic. But so far you get that little, maybe aluminum, painted aluminum, whatever it is, from Menage a Trois. And I get my wine corkscrew. Now this method I got off of an official SAK site, is where, if you notice see the knife body has leverage on either side of the top of the wine bottle, cap, lip, and you can leverage out the corkscrew with the body. Slowly pull it out till you have enough. It's a little while. comes out little by little. Until it comes out, and I didn't get bathed with wine. Corkscrew comes out, cork comes out, not too molested. And there are some little indents, little indications that the wine bottle, or the bottle rested kind of heavy on that soft metal of the knife frame. But it's not bad. Had to get my buck cup. Pour that in there. I had this in a cooler. Cover that cork. Show you if there's any little indication that there's a little denting, indents on the frame rails of that knife. Not bad, and I think they're intentionally soft metal for that reason, because the actual method I saw from a official Swiss Army knife guy shows that method of levering the SAK handle on the top of the bottle to bring that cork out. Kind of casual. I don't want to, you don't want to rip the cork out, which I have done before, but I'm getting better at it. All right, so enough said about getting the wine. Enjoy your evening. I'm going to have a sip. I'm going to save the chocolate for a little later. Bless all you knife nuts, and okay, this will be the real end of this video. Bon appetit.